How's it going, everyone? I'm going to show you an extension I made to simplify the save and load of GDevelop. So this is the extension itself. On the first scene load, we create a global called EasySave and assign a string EasySave. This is going to be used here. For instance, this is storage. Okay, so we use the EasySave global to identify that storage for delete or bright. We bright here and we read from here. Okay, so it's pretty simple. Just save a string, save number, load the string, load number. Later we can delete all the storage, load all the storage, and this action is to initialize the system, the extension. So here we look into the storage to check if this item exists. If not, it's going to be created, and the contents of the GDJS EasySave will be saved here in this variable. So when we get the content of this storage, we store in another variable the keys and the values. This if we take a look, if we take a look of the GDJS EasySave, we can see right now I have coins, data, which is a JSON structure variable. Coins is a number, and message is a string. Okay, so when we call data here, we check the keys. So now here right now is coins, message, and data, and here we have the coins value. I don't remember it. I think it's 1, 2, 3. The message value, which is this, is a message, I think. I don't remember. And data is something like text, and the value I think is text or some text. I don't remember. Let's check it out. Message is this is a message. Text is some text, and number is 1. So here we have text, some text, and number. Let me check this out. Something like this. Okay, so here we have the names, and here the values of these ones. Data is this one. So now we do a for, and we check the length of values. Here is the same, checking the length of values or keys is the same thing. Even if here, for instance, coins is 0, we have a length on object values. So we start a loop, and here we cast the obj values of the I don't know how to pronounce I, and then we check which type of data is coming. If it's a string, we say as a string. If it's not, we say as a number. So suppose we here coins is a number, value 1, 2, 3. So when the if type of is checking which type is temp 0, and we are checking coins, this is going to be false. So we are not entering here. We are going to the else and assign to this structure bar, which is not exist already, but here if we say to GDevelop this runtime scene get variables get, and here we assign a name, we are creating this variable if it's not exist. If already exists, just get the child, which in this case is coins, because it's the first time we enter. So this here is coins, and we set as number of his value, which is 1 through 3 in this case. And that's it. If it is a number we are going here, and if is a string, like this is a message or some text, for instance, we enter here. Okay, this is the init. The load, all context is the same, but we clear this variable when we load all the data from the storage. So we ensure that this variable doesn't have any child assigned, and the process is the same. If this not exists, we create, and in the for we iterate all over the childs. Okay, for the rest we have regular events, not JavaScript events. What do we do here? We have one param to group. So in this, when you try to write a storage, you have a storage name, a storage group, and in this case we are writing a text. So we say a text value, which is the second parameter, is type text, and in this case the same text. So we use this as a name and this as a value to store our variable. I don't know why is this here. So we have these two parameters. So to avoid, in this example I made, we are saving the value of these two inputs. So to prevent that this can happen, so if this is empty and this is empty, and I hit save, nothing is saved, really. Let me delete all. Now, if we load data is equal to 0 because I'm setting data from here. Okay? But only when I click save. So the very first time when we load the beginning of the scene, data doesn't exist. This variable data doesn't exist. That's why here is data equal 0. And here is a helper to check if this is saved correctly. So now if I hit save here, I'm going to save a string name message. I load. Here data is saved because I put data here. I create dynamically the variable data with a child name text, and the value is some text. And here I create data number, which value is 1. And save. This is simple save as string. EasySave. Save a string. Which name is data, for instance. And here we, because we are saving a structure, we need to convert this to JSON. Okay. So with a simple save string, we are storing data. We name this data, and we store this structure. And later, when we press load button, we get that save structure as JSON. Here we save to JSON, and here we parse that JSON into a variable which is stored here. When we save for the very first time some value, a scene variable is going to be created dynamically for this manager. Let's check it out that. So let me delete everything and restart. Okay, so now our storage is empty. There's nothing there. And our scene variables, this is empty because I didn't press anything, and this is empty. Okay, there's nothing there, just a structure with the data which is there. So now let's say, for instance, just the message. We load, the message is there, and data is there as a JSON, because we did all of this here on the event. Create the structure, set text, set number, and save. So let's toggle disable this and this, and let me separate this into two. Let's get rid of this and this and disable this. This is to load as a JSON all the content of this variable. So now let's delete everything and start again. Now the save is empty in the storage. and the scene variables is empty too. There's nothing there, just a number. Because when we create dynamically a variable and we don't assign anything, by default creates a number, which value is 0. So now let's save this. As a message or text or whatever we want to call. Let's load. Even if we change to another scene, this data is persistent. Let me delete everything again. Suppose we are in level 1, so we have coins. $100. Okay, so in the storage is safe. If we change to the level 2, the coins are there, 100. If we go to level 3 and add some more coins, so now we have 200. We go back to the level 2 and we have the 200 coins. Just let me show you the events. We here load a number which is called coins because we call it coins here. Okay, and change the coin text to the variable EasyData coins, which is dynamically generated, as we can see here. We are now loading the level 2. In the scenes variables are this: a structure, with 2 values, coins, 2 childs, sorry, not 2 values, 1 value, but 2 childs. One is coins, is a number, and one is message, which is a number too, because we didn't insert a text here. So by default is a number. But if we insert a message here, here we are going to see the message as a string, and here this is going to be a string, and the value is going to be message. Just like that. Pretty much, pretty simple. This is an advanced example, because maybe you want to store something like enemy name, enemy HP, enemy MP, enemy attack points, I don't know, whatever you want to save, you set up your structure. Let me enable this again. So here It's pretty simple. We have called this enemy, or better, player, and here we have the HP, and here we have the player name. So he's Mega Man X, and his HP, I don't know, 16. Then we save this as player, and here we pass as a parameter this variable. Okay, so now let's get back to the scene. Let me duplicate this. Let's call this player text. Something like that. Let me call this player. And we are going to move out this helper. Just to test this. Okay. Sorry. Let's get out of here. So now we are going to have one structure for data and another for player, which has player name and player HP. Okay, so when we want to load, the process is the same as here. We parse the JSON string of player into a variable named player. This is going to put all the content stored in the EasySave storage to this variable. And now we can use something like this, but in the player text. Let me remove everything and just leave here the HP, which is going to be player HP, and here is going to be player name. Okay, so to trigger this, we need to press the load button, and to trigger this, we need to save a string at least. If we don't do that, these events are not going to happen. So let's check it out. First, we ensure that we delete everything. And one thing I really always do is to delete this storage too. Let's check let's say this one and this one, and now load. So the name of the player is Mega Man X, and the player HP is 16. As you can see here, this is the storage itself. We saved a string message. We saved data as JSON, and we save a number for coins. So when we here call this variable and this child, we are getting the structure of the player itself. So this is a structure, and this is another structure. This is the main, and this is a structured child of the EasySave data. And that's it. I think this is everything. When we can check, maybe if we change to another level, this is happening too. Let's check it out. Sub event. We parse here player. We don't have a player text here, so let's just add a player text. Let's call it player. Okay, 48. So now into the event, maybe we want to load string here, and we want to load player. I didn't check this. I don't know if it's going to work or not, because when we load, we don't have here this assigned to any variable, but we are going to check it out. So let's go to the level 1, delete all, save, load. So the data is here. And now if we go to the level 2, we load the player, and we have Mega Man and the HP 16, and the message and the coins. So this way we load a number, a string, and a structure with a few events. As you can see here, is a mess because it's too much code to get the values, but really is pretty simple. You save something whatever you call, just like here, say player, and put as a string whatever you want here, a structure, a simple string, and the same for save coins, for instance. I mean a number. This is a string, this is save string, we can here put EasySave, save number. If we call this gold 123. So here maybe we want to add plus variable string easy save data dot gold, and we need to load that gold. So load the number, name gold, so here we load the gold and we assign to this text here. Let's check it out. So now gold is 0. This is happening because there is no condition here. So when we load gold didn't exist already. But anyway, this extension is creating the gold, is reading and assigning to EasySave data what we try to get. What we try to get in this case is gold, but gold didn't exist. So by default is created as a number and assign the 0 value. This should never be called without a condition here. I mean, you maybe want to call a load without a condition, but it's absolutely not good. You maybe want to check, I don't know, the player dodge HP is less than 10. So now we load something. Or maybe in a collision with a coin. I don't have a player here, but suppose this is a player. So we check if this player is in collision with this another coin. Okay, so player collision with coin, we load how many gold we have and save. In the same name, about an increase value. Okay, I don't remember how many. Here we have 1, 2, 3 gold. Let's 1000. So here we have 1100. You can do this adding the number here or simply saying variable variable EasySave data dot gold add 100. and here you really want to save EasySave data.gold. You have to add the variable thing. Mm, uh, mm, mm, mm. No, I messed it up. Here's 100, and here is variable EasySave data.gold. Okay, so you have your gold stored here, you increase 100, and you save again. When we load, this is going to be populated with the save value, which in this case is 1000. So let's check it out. We save the string, the goal is going to be 1000. And because this is never going to happen, let me add a save button text. Let me change this to the save button text and go to level 2. Okay, so save button text is this behavior. Add draggable. Let's check how. So now we save. We have the coins here. We have the gold here. If this is in collision with this, the gold has increased. Just like that. Coin, 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 coin. So now we close everything and start again, and the data is here. The goal is 2500. The name of the player still Mega Man, the HP 16, the coins. Let's increase the coins 2000. Let's go to the level 2. Everything is here. Let's go to level 1. Increase the coins. Change the message. Too much. Oh, too much. Load. Everything is here. We go here. Too much. The coins are updated. Let's in the events. Let's change. I don't know. This here and save again. Nah, it's okay. I think it's pretty much as it is. So this is EasySave. I think for beginner users it's going to be a good extension because of it's pretty much tedious. In my other game, for instance, here I use these external events with the storage, and I have to constantly check if exists, check if doesn't exist for everything in my game, everything, and assign this to this variable, this to this variable, this to this variable. Is as you can see here, I have a lot of variables. One for dash, one for jump, one for the keys, one for switch the heroes, one for the open the inventory key, the full screen key, the attack of the player, the magic, intelligence, if this boss was defeated. I don't know, everything has to be saved, but you have to write these two events always. First, check if this exists. So here doesn't exist. So we write one to hero select in the storage. In this case is game data, which we can see here. I don't know the volume, how is okay. So here as you can see here, the GDJS underscore is added automatically, and here are all the values stored. These are values. I don't know if I have some string here, maybe no. I think everything is stored as number, or maybe the keys. Yeah, the keys are strings. So with this new extension I made all of this tedious check if exists, if don't, are no longer needed because the extension made everything for you. You for instance, you want to save if the player is the first time playing the game with that extension. I don't know if I have the extension here. No, I think don't have here. And I think I didn't export either. EasySave. Okay, I didn't export because I don't have here the documentation or the URL, and I had to write everything here. But we can check it. EasySave and GDevelop projects extensions. Okay, let's give it a try on the other project. So import EasySave. Let's check everything is here and good. I don't know why here is white and here is black. What the fuck? I don't know. I don't know why. Maybe something with the theme of GDevelop before. No, I don't know. Preferences. I like Github. Where is Github? Or North? Nah. One dark, one dark. and GitHub, and maybe in the other project. Here's Visual Studio Dark. Okay, that's why. So if I have GitHub here, that's because. Okay. Preferences, Visual Studio Dark. Okay, so let's back here and change this to Visual Studio Dark, just to keep things logic. So here is everything. Okay, everything is good. So let me sorry. Let's go and check if here, if we do this with the EasySave manager, here we need to start the EasySave, and here we save a number. We name this first play with the we save a number. Maybe have to change this description, since I'm no native speaker. I always use translate, and maybe number instead of string. Number to be used as value. So we say first play as 1, just like here, and that's it. We only need this. Let's make a check loading the value. So we have to check if first play is 0 and the case is 0, we say as 1. So the very first time this variable is assigned here. Okay, I have this structure, and here is first play in somewhere. First play. Okay, and look, this is a string. I don't know why. This has to be a number. So in the storage, again we check if first play is 0, and if that is the case, it means that the player is here. At the very first time playing the game. So he watched all this fucking presentation. Oh, sorry, this is main menu, and I didn't. This is main menu, has to be visible, keyboard has to be hidden, and options has to be hidden. So let's check it out again. So now if we watch the game data, where is the first play? Here we have a one with just 2 lines. This line and this line. We compare if the first play is equal 0, so save the first play, and then load the value, and that's it. And now if we want to get this value and assign to a variable first play, we can do value of the scene game dot first play equals EasySave data dot I think we name this lower first play. I don't remember how we name this variable. This is a data first play. We call this first play, but we can call this first play just to get the same logic of naming variables. So EasySave data first play. This way we assign here the value of the local storage assigned to EasyData, and that's it. With 2 lines of code, I mean, it's the same. This is to get the data. You have here 2 events, but look at this. This is save and what we want to save, and here we have to create a variable to write the storage, and here we need to read, remembering and assigning to the variable too. This way I think is more clean. I don't know. Users say which is the best method. Okay, so I think you enjoy this long video. I always try to explain everything involved into the extensions. I think I didn't forget anything. Here 2 parameters, group value, we check the length. If exists, we delete the previous, write the new one. And here, if is length is not 0, we get that name in the group and read the value, and we assign here to this EasySave data structure that value, that child, to be precise. Okay, so when we delete all the data here, we load. Remember that we clean the variable, all the children's, and we create again the variables here. We init at the beginning of the scene this crappy JavaScript. Just clean now. It's late here. I wanted to upload the code to GitHub. I have already created the repo, but I think I'm going to sleep, and maybe tomorrow I upload the extension here. So that's it. I hope you enjoyed, and we see you soon. Bye bye.